I don't have any great ideas for this one, but I'm here looking out at my balcony with the sunset. It's kind of nice. I need to do a video, so let's come up with a topic to talk about, or this will just turn into a bit of a ramble vlog. But I haven't done a vlog for a week or so, really. Not since I was down back home, trying to figure myself out after getting a little bit depressed, getting a little bit down, trying to figure out how to make myself happy again. Recently, I had my quarterly coaching session with Andy. I try to keep it to a minimum these days. I don't think I need the intense level of coaching I used to get off of him like a year or two ago when I was really trying seriously to fix my life. Now it's more like let's do a call every 3 months or so and see if I'm still on track, see if I'm still being accountable, see if I'm still doing what I said I was going to do. So yeah, 6 months in, we end up doing the second quarter one. So I think I'm going to talk about something that came out of that, which was switching my direction 6 months into the year as opposed to following completely the direction we set at the beginning, and whether or not flipping after 6 months or so is acceptable. Because Andy seemed to think it was, and I had a lot of resistance to the idea of flip-flopping on goals. And that's not to say I've thrown any goals out of the window, but I have definitely decided to switch focus, like the intense focus on my primary goal as I've gotten through the year. When I set my goals at the beginning of the year, it was in the middle of lockdown, and I had very much had girls dating on my mind. And the whole idea was to move to a city and give it another year or so of going really hard after my dating goals and my goals towards how many girls I've slept with, how many girls I've had like ongoing relationships with, proving to myself that I can succeed dating wise in any city by moving to Manchester and making a go of it. But now that I'm in the end of May, I'm already kind of bored. And I think when I set that goal, it was because I was stuck in like the beginning or the middle of a 3 month lockdown, and I hadn't really had any dating. I hadn't any opportunity in my rural area to go and get that. So obviously I was quite keen to get back towards doing that sort of thing. But now I'm like here in the middle of the city and I'm having success. I'm reconsidering whether that was the right goal to pick, and I'm focusing towards a new goal, which is building a website, building the stuff that I started before New Year's. That's where I want to focus now. I want to focus on building my own shit. I want to focus on potentially earning money from my own stuff that I've created. And, being my own boss, having my own line of work where I don't have to answer to someone else. Even if I could just make minimum wage from something that I control, the work that I've gone out and gotten, rather than working for someone else on contracted hours and having a manager breathing down my neck for the rest of my 20s. Just, things like having location independent work, having the ability to travel and have some freedom. Maybe that would be a much better use of the next 6 months than chasing girls in a country where I don't even really like the dating experience, to be quite honest. The UK is not my favorite place. I'm having success, I'm having about as much success as I had in Australia, but it's way more effort. And during COVID, it's not been that much fun. I'd say the last couple of dates have been more fun because the bars are open indoors and I can have like a normal date where I'm inside having a proper conversation in a bar, as opposed to let's go and get a coffee and walk around and wear masks when we go indoors. There's no more of that right now. It's a much more positive atmosphere and people are much more keen to go out. So there is that. But it's still UK. I'm still not enthused to be living here. I'm bored of my own country. I'm bored of the people who live here. I much prefer people abroad. I just much prefer people abroad. Even if it's my own countrymen, when I meet them abroad, it's better than when I meet them here. Like the people who travel, I prefer to the people who live here. And yeah, I feel like I want to be back in Australia, but I don't want to go back to Australia. I just want to find what I had in Australia in another country. That's my plan. That's what I want to do. So yeah, the next 6 months will be focusing on building my own shit, figuring out how to make money online in an independent location way. And dating will very much be more of a background goal, something I do more on autopilot. And I may go on less dates. I might end up going down to like 2 dates a month at max and seeing what I can get from those. But maybe that's what I have to do. And I'll probably still hit the girls' goal anyway because I'm almost at the stage where I can get it, like I can get success by accident a little bit in normal circumstances. Like I think if there was no COVID at all, I'd be getting exactly what I need. But it's just a little bit harder because of the COVID restrictions and how it's been since I've got here. But it definitely feels like it's getting easier. So I look forward to the next few months with the hot weather, people being more positive and happy. And that obviously carries over to girls being more positive and happy when you meet them. So it's going to be fun. But yeah, expect me to be talking more about how I grow a business and how I grow a website. And I may have less videos on this channel because I'll be doing videos somewhere else. That's another little point. This has been my rambly vlog. Sunset's gone pretty much over, that's why it's getting darker. I'm gonna stop rambling and say peace out till tomorrow. See you guys.